What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender standard video. And today we're going to have a look at an incredibly cool deck. This is Momo Dragons, and his deck is basically everything that I love about Magic the Gathering. It's a great anti-meta choice. These like big dragons having like massive impact, a true creature deck that has some very spicy techs against, the top decks in the format. Now, the deck is absolutely broken in half once you have that turn 1 Momo start, because Momo is going to be discounting the first flyer you play by 1 mana. All these dragons end up flying, so Momo makes it so that you can be very, very aggressive and just overwhelm your opponent with some big dragons. Now, I did end up getting this deck list from a standard challenge. This got second place in the challenge with a 7-2 record. Super impressive. And on the ladder, I did pretty good with it myself as well with a 6-2 record. So I can absolutely vouch for this deck list. Feels like a great choice in the current meta. So let's have a look at what the cards are doing in here. So Momo Friendly Flier, already said it, a really important piece in here. If you get that turn 1 Momo, you are basically unstoppable. 1 mana, 1/1 flying creature, and the first non-lemur creature spell with flying you cast during each of your turns costs 1 less to cast. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with flying enter, Momo gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Then we have all these like dragons that we're working with. A very spicy tech is the Clarion Conqueror. This is a 3 mana 3/3 creature with flying, and activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers cannot be activated. So you're playing against a lot of like green ramp decks, or you find planeswalkers, anything of the sort. Clarion Conqueror shuts that down. I also really love curving into the magmatic Hellkite. Punishes people with greedy like land bases. So 4 mana 4/5 with flying. When a creature enters, destroy target non-basic land opponent controls. Draw a search the library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield with a stun counter on it, and shuffle. This is especially brutal if you get this card down as fast as turn 3. You should also set your opponent back, right? Like their land enters with a stun counter, so you really slow them down while you advance, and especially if you have Momo, you advance really, really fast. There's also Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant. If we behold the dragon, we can create a treasure token. So this also helps us to get these like more expensive dragons onto the battlefield a bit faster. That would kind of like makes this deck go over the top even further. So playing 4 copies of Charming Prince. 2 mana 2/2 creature, and you can choose one if it enters. Scry 2, gains 3 life, or exile another target creature you own, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. With the Charming Prince, you can pick up cards like Magmatic Hellkite and, get that very valuable ETB again. There's also Dragonhawks in here, which have a super valuable ETB. We exile the top X cards of your library where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. You may play those cards until your next end step. Beginning of your next end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage to each opponent for each of those cards still exiled. You just deal a ton of damage out of nowhere, like a ton of burn damage to your opponent if you have a lot of creatures at 4 power plus, but it can also just be a great source of like card advantage. Nova Hellkite also has like a pretty valuable ETB against, all these like otter tokens, mana dorks, and anything else at like 1 toughness, because when it enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. So that's a way for you to, get that ETB again, which I think is super valuable. And also like the Charming Prince does help you with a little bit of like consistency with the scrying and stuff. But some of these like ETBs, especially with like the Magmatic Hellkite, felt pretty disgusting. Now, one of the upsides to playing dragons, we have a couple of like really spicy lands as well. There's 2 copies of Cavern of Souls, which is really good against like any control deck list, so we can just name dragon and we don't have to worry about counter magic. I also really love 4 copies of Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. This is a land that you can just tap it for colorless or add 1 mana of any color only to cast a dragon spell or an omen spell. For 4 and a tap, you can sacrifice this land to search your library for a dragon card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. So you can find any of the dragons that we may be looking for. Now, also the sideboard in here is fantastic. Really good anti like meta pieces. 3 copies of Fire Magic, nice like board wipe. 3 copies of Doorkeeper Thrall can shut down these like ETB effects of creatures or artifacts. A couple of exercises, a couple of High Noons, which I put in there myself. They were not in the tournament winning deck, but I think High Noon is pretty well positioned right now against all these Izzet decks that just look like they're storming off. 3 copies of Rest in Peace for a bit of Graveyard Hate, and then a Braid. So I made some changes to the sideboard, but I think they're good meta calls, and honestly the deck just felt fantastic. Like, I love everything about this, and if you get that turn 1 Momo, you are just unstoppable. So let's dive into the gameplay, check it out for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Feels like a little bit too many lands. I mull that, try to look for a better curve. Momo is being so shy. Go here. As always, I'm on my phone because Libby is buying Hayley Williams shit. Like, and I get it for you for Christmas. The usual. Jigsaw, thank you for the 8. Yeah. Is this another, is either Golgari or Roboroid? Oh shit, it's Kavero, okay. Well, you have your Graveyard Hate, I guess, which I have none of right now, I fear. What am I looking for? I guess we scry. Oof. Like a vinyl or something. I get like spammed on the side. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Okay. A gift from me to me. Those are the best gifts, you know. It's our, one of the greatest characters ever created from one of the best masterminds to ever do it. The greatest visionaries to ever walk this earth. David Lynch. Cooper's quote, give yourself a gift every day. Agent Cooper. Zippy, thank you for the 7. What is the exact quote? Let's see. Yeah, he just says every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, and just let it happen. Damn good coffee. Yeah, exactly. The quote hits right now. Yeah. Picture Hearts or Die, probably the greatest quote in like ever. Arguably ever. More irrelevant than ever. Chat, I think I'm getting absolutely wrecked here. Like, I don't think I can beat Kavero right now. I don't have the tools. Like, my hand sucks. We have some sideboard cards though, but this is not giving. It's not giving. I have Doorkeeper Thralls though. I have a lot of hate. Doorkeeper Thralls and Rips. So that's really nice. I got Exercise too, I guess. I don't know if I need... Well, a lot of their things are 3 toughness, so maybe we should go something like this then. I like Nova Hellkite for the haste. We gotta make some room for these cards, you know? Yeah. What are you gonna do? Stab me and then proceeds to get stabbed. Saw that on like Twitter the other day. I scrolled past it, but I giggled. Like this, perhaps? Okay, from Flood to whatever the hell that was. Nah. Not vibing necessarily, bestie. Yeah, this is like Boros Dragons. It's really cool. Got a 5-0 in a league. Couple 5-0s. So very cool. Yeah, I'm a Nova Hellkite enjoyer as well. Cleans up all these like mana dorks pretty nicely. Even though I'm a mana, like, you know, dork enjoyer. The 7 was bestie phobic. We ignore it. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. We're used to some bullshit every now and then here. You know? Another day. Well, I'm just gonna remove this then. Right, I forgot that it says that. Right, that's right, that's right. You can't do that. For some reason, really thought you were about to say I'm a mana dork. Well, no, but legal on paper, yeah, true. Oh, Kavero. Right, like, I guess maybe it's just got bad aim or whatever? Possibly? Ooh, I kind of feel like setting up this Dragon Hall because I'm greedy. This backfires on me. Remember me, guys. If this backfires, it is what it is. I don't think it will, but... Okay, we're fine so far. I can remove the Root Spinner. Bonehor Draco? I like Bonehor Draco a lot. I would probably look into making that card work, yeah. I could get some Charming Prince value here. Yeah, what the hell. I mean, there's nothing crazy yet that they can do with the graveyard, I think, so... I could get another 2 points of damage if I pick up the Dragonhawk. I could also just Scry. I think I value Scrying more here. Conqueror. It is a Sarkhan trigger, but... Nah, I'm kind of just looking for another dragon, I think. Yeah, I like it, though. I like that, the Draco thingy. I do. Doorkeeper Thrall would be a vibe. Let's do the rip first here. Make him suffer. It is. I'm looking for a better dragon. A stronger dragon. They're at 7. I'm gonna flash in Doorkeeper Thrall here. Haha, nice try, bat. Hehehe. Got Momo. Momo, you a dragon? Momo? I don't think Momo is. Probably end up just removing the Deep Cavern Bat here. We'll see how it plays out. Yup, Doorkeeper Thrall. Shouldn't be able to do anything crazy with that. Okay, what are they getting rid of though? Rip. Okay. Well, if I can find a dragon off the top that I can cast, I'm winning here, but... Yippee. I was thinking... Oh wait, never mind. I actually don't, because I have throw and play. I actually don't. No, I actually don't, chat. Because the ETB, like, we don't get the Sarkhan to trigger. I was so happy. I was so happy. Does Conqueror stop anything? Not from Kavero, I don't think. But it's still just like a reasonable dragon. I mean, you could board it out too. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But at least we're still protected from any Bringer of the Last Gift shenanigans and all that, so it helps. I'm honestly tempted to just double block this shit. They can bring it back out though. I'm doing it, however. I have a backup anyway. Well, I mean, I do, but... keep getting... Oops. I'm gonna pay 2 here. I think I'm gonna see if I can get myself a... I don't know, maybe Nova Hellkite? Like a haste dragon? He'll swing with the Thrall, maybe attempts them to swing with the bat? I don't know. Yeah, Arden does not get stopped. It's just kind of unfortunate, but... Okay, it looks like... Well, Harvester doesn't do anything here. They do have 7, right? So they could just get Arden back. They're gonna get Harvester Visory. Interesting. Don't... I mean, up to you, but... Okay, they're getting rid of Thrall. That's actually kind of good for us right now, because I could get the Nova Hellkite. Yeah, that's lethal for us. Perfect. They just helped us out. Yeah, they just helped us out. Well, okay, well, yeah. We're fine. I was like, well, technically we don't have 5 mana, we just warp it, so... Okay. Let me get a dragon here. Oopsie. Yeah, they're definitely not going to do that again now. I'll take it. Okay, okay, okay. It's dragons, you know, it's dragons, Momo. Well, loving the vibes outside of the fact there's no lands in here, man. What the hell? No. No. What the? 24 lands, 0 lands opening hand. Like, it's something that will forever, you know, sit wrong with me. Momo Dragon. It's still looking good. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. Here's Sarkin. Is Misery an activated ability for Conqueror? I believe yes. I believe it is. That's a good question. I'm not even sure of the origin necessarily. Let's go. Can you say magnetic? Charismatic? Behold is basically like you can either reveal a dragon in your hand or on the battlefield and you get like a specific trigger for it. Oh fuck me, did I just mess up? Okay, no, I can cast it anyways because I have a land that's tapped. Okay, I'm fine so far. Bears are 2/2s, and all the older haters were 2/2s. Damn, the lore goes nuts. Did not know that. You learn something new every day here. Okay, guys. Here we are. That's one of those out of there. I can just play a new one. Nice. Thanks, buddy. Such kindness flowing from them. They're so happy for me, you know? They're so happy for me. They say nice. Gotta love it. Just a regular Cavero. No bitches. Do I just remove it? Well, yes. It's hashtag sportsmanship. Nah, it's true. Very kind. Yeah. So polite. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite, like, art pieces in Standard right now, I think. Alright, bye, bestie. See ya. Oh, damn, we destroyed them, low-key. Yo! Shout out to all the haters in the sideboard and the main. The hidden text got us. Okay, well... it's fine. We're gonna try this out. You're good, you're good. Don't worry about it. Hi, Helga. Okay, there's more grandmas everywhere. The secret text. Yeah, secret text. And again, I still would have stuck by my play regardless, but okay, wait, this Gran is trying to kill her. Gran, what are you doing? Are they like, did they keep a one-lander? Oh my god, they did. They killed Gran. You bastards. Yeah, I guess they kept the one-lander, so they were like forced to swing Gran into a 2-2. That's kind of tough. Should be able to take advantage of this though. Yeah, I mean, hey, like, I respect the spicy keep. I respect it. Yeah, I'm just assuming it's regular lessons at this point. Well, Clarion Conqueror prevents them from cracking treasures, right? That's kind of interesting. Really gonna try this out. I want to watch a little too much Seth Manfield last weekend. Yeah, the one-lander keep is yeah. She'll come back. It's true. It's true. She's exactly like Kenny. Conqueror prevents him from equipping that artifact. That's true. I will kill Gran. Balenciaga. Also, hello Gran. The Roots video's up. Yo, thank you so much. You guys are the best, reminding me of my videos going live. Okay. Roots is the secret meta killer. And it is true, because Insidious Roots not only like destroys his lessons, but also Kuvero. Which are basically, is either like the majority of players is playing either of those right now. I would like to go High Noon, but kind of sus. Okay. SG players around the world pay more attention to this old lady than their own grandmas. It's true. Is he taking out Momo? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I feel like the Momo value is still fine. If they spend like a lesson or combustion getting rid of Momo, I think it's okay. Also, like, this deck can get rid of, like, we could use the High Noons to deal 5 damage into their face, but we're kind of lacking pressure here. It's just the one thing that I kind of feel awkward about, but... Okay, so this should just completely fuck them up, I'm pretty sure. 2 hateful enchantments in play. And now we just gotta find some big dragons to close the game out. Like, this is where we're looking for Dragonhawks, Nova Hellkites, Magmatic Hellkites. Oh, the little 3-stream streak. Thank you, Happy Dance. Nah, Lessons is all about, like, getting those monument triggers, right? They're not gonna get those if the High Noons are in play. I think it's pretty effective against them. I'm gonna go ahead and scry too. Nah, thank you though. Good scry at least. Get that shit out of here. Sad looking accumulate wisdom. You know? Well, I've been in the lesson play before and played against High Noon, and it really fucks you up. Trust me. It does a pretty good job. It destroyed me, at least. Like, at this point, they're just, like, drawing through their deck, but they're not really doing a whole lot. They don't have any win cons, like, set up or anything. The only way that they could still get out of this is because I have good hate cards, but I don't have any pressure. That's kind of what's really messing me up here. That's the only thing that I'm like, maybe this isn't as successful because we just kind of, let's play this bop. Don't have any pressure, but the second we get there, do something. Big dragon needed. Hey, yo! The biggest of dragons. I'm gonna get quenched. Fuck this. I'm crying. Still feel like this deck could use a Cavern or two, not gonna lie. I may just add it though. Let's see if I can swing first. Enchantment hate. Well, is that doesn't have any enchantment hate, right? Like, red is not removing enchantments, neither is blue. The best they can do is bounce it. Yo, it's Eddie. Wait, Eddie could actually cook. I could High Noon Eddie, though. One-Shithong Sideboard? Do they have that? Wait, they're the Eddie version of the significantly worse Eddie Merc Spark or Eddie Merc Crab version of the deck, I guess. But it's gonna be pretty good here. I could get rid of it with High Noon though. I could just High Noon it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to get quenched again, or I don't want to get quenched again. I get rid of it. High Noon. High Noon, you can crack for 5 damage to any target. Okay, they want. Oh, I was like, let me think about that for a second. Like, let me think about that for a second. Okay, okay. Makes sense. I had to, like, process that for a minute. Anyway, we have lethal next turn, so, yeah. It's like, hold on, hold on. Oh, man, they're gonna keep doing that, huh? I can't die, right, chat? Like, they can only get 1 prowess trigger, hit me for 7. Right? Yeah, unless they bounce High Noon, but I think I'm just gonna take the risk and then just close it out with either Hellkite or High Noon, I think. Let's see. No fear. No fear. No fear. Okay. It was an Essence Scatter. Alright, y'all. We did it. We did it. That was a cool game, though. Not gonna lie. That was a cool game. What the fuck is this hand? Get out of here. Of course. We're winning too much. We're winning too much. So Arena is like, here's 6 lands into 1 land. Do I want to keep this? Double Burst Lightning on the draw. If I had a white land, I could go Charming Prince to Scry, but feels greedy as fuck. Too much winning. Let's fix it. Yeah. I had to do the responsible thing there, I fear. Okay. Oh my god, Rectal Surveil Land. Wait, you know Ball? you know Ball? Wait a minute. Oh, it's also the beautiful alt art. Yeah. May? Oh, you really do know Ball. What the shit? Is this Rectal's Hate Bearers? Like, we tried to make that too. The Rectal's Haters. The Rectal's Punishers. Big if true. Let's see. I'm curious to find out how they are getting out of this. We could get like, we could literally get a 5-mana dragon out next turn. I played this deck, or like I built the Recto's like hater deck, and I just like suffered so much because you know, the mana, which was so much fun. The mana was so terrible, it was disgusting. Yeah, the May art's sick. Okay. It's Bob. Wait, this could actually be my deck, but I gave up on it. The problem is I gave up on playing that deck because I thought I just couldn't really get where I wanted to be, but so far we're playing all the same cards. If they beat our asses, maybe we need to revisit it. Or perhaps. Well, here's Momo. Here's Momo. I mean, yeah, I love Rectos. It's just every time I play that deck, I just want to cry because of how shit the mana is. It's my biggest issue with it, I fear. It just hurts. Yeah, May is nice. The problem is that, like, May just dies to everything. I wish May was a one toughness, like, or 1 power, 3 toughness creature. Okay, I'm gonna try and greed out grabbing Dragonhawk here, I think, with the Momo discount. Surely! Surely. Now Dragonhawk's dead. Period. The Rotterdam Viper. I need to go back to that. I need to make a Rakdos Viper deck or something. I gotta add it to my list. Rakdos Viper. I gotta make it. Gotta go back to it, you know. Dude, I'm getting wrecked, I think, here. I'm not sure why they're in full control, though. Viper with Relentless Pursuit. Ayo. I don't think I'm in a position to attack anymore. Gotta take it. I may actually go Twin Maw Stormroot here instead. Low key. Oh, is that how it works? Is Sanctuary giving them priority? Interesting. I'm not sure what the use of that is, but interesting. I don't think that's ever come up in any of my games, fortunately. Charming Prince, you could pick up and replay Twin Maw Stormbrood, you could pick up and replay Dragonhawk, you could pick up and replay Magmatic Hellkite. That's kind of the pick up and replay Nova Hellkite. Okay, I'm gonna hit him for 6. Or it's not really pick up and replay, it's like blinking it, or like, you know... Pick up and replay is not the right word, I guess. Yeah, it could also just be like 2 mana scry 2 or 2 mana gain 3. I mean, this is just a safer, the saver thing here. Like, just grab a Nova Hellkite. Puts Momo. Momo plus Hellkite's still lethal. Okay. I wonder, how does this, like... I feel like a lot of what the opponent's playing reminds me of, like, our version of, Rakdos Haters, which I unfortunately went 0-5 with. Or 0-6, excuse me. So that was one of my best decks ever made, of course. Maybe had a lot of, like, shitty mana problems, but... Did I have a Braid? It's different, though, because I didn't have a Braid in my deck, and I had, like... I kind of made it Rakdos Humans. Like, I had a lot of human synergy in there. Okay, Fire Magic seems pretty great against them. Yeah, I think so. The hater strategy. It's just like, I feel like the number one thing that makes the Rakdos, like, haters not really function is the fact that they die to, like, all these red board wipes. I think that's the most, like, painful thing about it all. I wish that wasn't true. But the Pyroclasms, the Fire Magics, they're all really good against all of the Rakdos haters and their 2 toughness. Imagine Shelly versus Izzet. Well, if they don't just combustion technique her ass, she would have been great. Reprint Shelly in Foundations. They should have done that. Go back to it. Reprint Shelly. Reprint Shelly. Yeah, it's not the best time to be a creature enjoyer, that's for sure. Ooh, Momo, though. Yeah. Power creep Shelly into a 3 mana 5/6 that does 3 damage. Holy shit. Lavinia. Ooh. No, I do agree, OA. Like the fact of the matter is I feel like Thalia absolutely should be like a standard staple. And maybe that's controversial, but that may be crazy controversial. However, I do always feel like a card like Thalia is just really necessary to put a lot of these like yeah, Spellslinger decks into check. And then of course like Thalia just dies to all their interaction regardless. Like Thalia would just get hit by like Iroh's Demonstration and shit, but still it would be nice if we had her. Yeah, she does. She just does a great like job at keeping the format honest for sure. Like I think she should have been in there, but I know some people are like true Thalia haters at their core. Like I know they are, but no, I think it would be nice. Sometimes like I am hateful enough that I think, you know, maybe standard needs a deck similar to oh, wait a minute. Like sometimes standard needs a deck close to what Pioneer has with that Selesnya tax deck list, you know? That keeps things pretty fair. The Pioneer Coco like hater deck. I don't think that's been played for a while, but I don't know if they still do it. It's not Selesnya Angels. It's not like, I don't know if I can find an example of it. I guess it's kind of fallen out of favor in the format. I don't know. Torn. I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, but I think what do they? I forget the name of like what they call that deck list, but yeah, it's like a Selesnya creature deck, but I'm talking about like Selesnya taxes. That is well, I guess it still has some elements to it, like triple Thalia, 4 Archons, 3 Aven Interrupters, so it's still ish, like on that level. Oh jeez. This is not the position I want to find myself in, having to beat an Elegy. Y'all. I don't know if I can beat Elegy like this, not gonna lie. I'd have to find my Stormbroots here. Maybe we should keep another Stormbrood in the deck. Gonna get rid of Elegy. Sorry, Ellie, you gotta go. For real. And then they just play another Ellie. Well, fuck my life, I guess. Well, okay. Ellie and the Ellie. Not really it, Chief. Not really it. Yeah, Elegy Acolyte is like the one thing that Black still has going for it, I feel, sadly enough. Getting wrecked. I'm not even mad, it's a Rakdos deck. Triple! Oh shit, what the fuck? That is too many Ellies. That's too much. Well, that was crazy. Getting punished for abandoning Rakdos. I deserve it, you know? I deserve it. It's not a legend. Yeah, it's crazy. It's such a good card. Well, this is a wild one. I don't hate it, I guess. The mana is good enough for me. Like, I have some plays. If they're mulling to 5, I think. Yeah, I'm just really just praying that Lorwyn gives us some good Rakdos cards. At least Blood Crypt will make our lives a lot easier. And wait. Really seeing the opponents suffer now with their expensive mana. Crazy. I think Lorwyn spoilers are still a while away, I'm pretty sure. You can see the song bottom right, next to Vibe Bunny, right here. This is the, Lady Marmalade for the Goths, basically. We're getting Marvel spoilers, though. Yeah, I have to sleep. Nah, you're good. Don't worry. I may just crack this and try to find Nova Hellkite. Reacher. Bonus probably sitting on like 30 removal spells. Sorry, Ellie. Can't let you live this time around, I fear. Looking pretty good, guys. I still have another burst lighting for another Ellie in case they have multiples again. May and Scalding Viper. Interesting. Scalding Viper I can just get rid of. I could also just burst lighting May here. I don't think I want to do that right now. I'm not really worried about it. Surprisingly enough, like I think I'm better off just holding the burst lightning so I can Nova Hellkite, swing again with it next turn, and just burn him out of it. Still running Chocobos. Fuck yeah. Chocobos where it's at. Oh, I like Raven Eagle. I think that just closes it out. Yeah, they got one mana open. I don't know what it's gonna do for him. They have a fucking cool deck though, like they got a really cool deck. Like Rakdos mid-range with like hate pieces in there. I like it. I really like it. Very, very nice. All right, let's keep playing a little bit more. I'm gonna get myself some water here though. But I wouldn't recommend a beginner to get Untapped yet. I think the stats can be really overwhelming, whereas I think I would definitely recommend Untapped to like, you know, an experienced arena player to stay up to date with like the day-to-day developments within the game itself, right? Okay, we found Kuvero. You suck at sideboarding? Well, Killer, you're never gonna get better if you don't try it. You know, everything takes practice. Yeah, that's just what I believe. Everything takes practice. Who says you're not going to be good in a week from now if you, like, you know, try and understand how it works? The only way to get better at something, my friends, practice. Practice makes perfect. Or cheating. Yeah, or cheating. But fortunately, there's a lot of protection from that old arena. Practice makes progress. Also true. Also true. Your main advice for somebody bad at sideboarding is to bring in less cards in your first impulse. Yeah. No, it's true, Shiver. Like, at its core, sideboarding is pretty easy, but I think it can also be really, like, overwhelming. I feel like at some point I do want to bring out a video for, like, my Patreon or whatever, where, like, I give people advice on learning how to sideboard, but it's just, like... It's kind of difficult to write it all down because it's something that kind of comes natural in a really, like, strange way. But I do feel like at some point I want to make a video on it as, like, a very, like, beginner-friendly guide on, like, sideboarding. I'll see if I can write it down or whatever, but... Beginner's, like, sideboard guide, I guess? Yeah, it feels sometimes it's like... It's so, like, instinct, like, focused, I guess. Okay, well, that's it, y'all. Peace. Peace out. Yeah, maybe I'll see if I can work something out, like, this week and see if I can make a guide on it. Like, it would be a very beginner's guide, like, the simplest of things, because it can get pretty, you know, difficult to write it down. I'm not a super strong writer or anything, but... like, very simple. Yeah. It's true, it's true. I'll see what I can do. Vibe-based writing, basically, yes. Let's see. See what I can do. Vibes. Just vibes. No, it's true. It's true. Okay, I'm getting some good advice from the chat. Okay. Okay, I got some good points, chat. Thank you. I got some good shit. Hold up. I don't hate the Burst Lightnings, but they're not great or anything here. And keep a few, I guess. Yeah. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. And I'll do like Okay, chat, I have a good idea. I'm gonna make this video. I'm gonna make this video this week. I also have to do something like I'll shove it on Patreon, but I'll also do something where like you could probably just like watch the video for like €1 or something. Just like archive it. What deck do you think Doorkeeper's Troll would fit into to prevent ETBs? I've seen people like splash white for Doorkeeper's Troll. And like Golgari decks and like everything. Like Doorkeeper Troll is pretty popular. It's how to sideboard for dummies, basically. Yeah, I'll work on it this week. Maybe get it up by the end of the weekend, I guess. Make Libby watch it and quiz her after. Yeah. Period. I'm gonna set up Charming Prince first, I think. Yes, I like that. But yeah, it's not gonna get like super in-depth. It's gonna be for beginners, but you know. I think it's long overdue I make something like that for y'all. Get rid of this guy. Okay. Think Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual and Standard? What could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna go Cavern on Dragon. I kind of want to develop the Magmatic Hellkite first here, just so I have like some pressure, and then I could do these next turn maybe. Be a bit greedy. It'd be nice. Dark Ritual probably too strong, I'd say, and 2-man reanimate. Principle though. Well, yes, as a somebody who loves the color black and magic, let's do it. Let's do what could once again, what could possibly go wrong? 2-man Dark Ritual. Bro. Makes me miss the cube, honestly. Makes me miss the cube. It was definitely my favorite thing to do in that damn cube. I vibed. There's no fucking way we actually get Thoughtseize in Lorwyn, right? Like, seriously, what are the odds, chat? What are the odds? There's no way, right? %, yes or no? I think there's no way in hell that that card ever sees the light of day in Standard again, surely. Straws, though. Path to Exile. Yeah. Like, there's no way you could ever reprint Thoughtseize for real. Like, it would ruin the tour, I think. It's a meme. it's a meme. No, I don't think it would work. The World Tour, yeah, it's true. Does Durasti play? Yeah, it's still a sideboard staple in like any black deck. The World Tour. Oh shit, Glarb. This is me being silly. But yeah, no, I don't think you could ever do that. I also, like, I always say this all the time too, like, I feel that Pioneer's identity, like, is very much Thoughtseize Fatal Push, right? Like, those cards have always done crazy things in Pio. I feel like if you print Fatal Push Thoughtseize type cards in a Standard, or if you print those cards in a Standard, then Pioneer, more so than ever, morphs further into Standard. So I don't think they can. I don't think they can do that type of stuff. But so close. It's Glarbing time. Yeah, Glarb is cooking right now. We'll have the One Ring. That card's also never getting reprinted. Nah. Yo, I could actually win here. I could actually win here, guys. I could flash in Doorkeeper's Troll to make Momo go to 3 power. Momo, this is your job, buddy. Get him. Momo! Clutch it! Oh, actually, never mind. It doesn't work that way. I always forget, because it's fucking... It sees it when it enters. Never mind. Never mind. It sees it when it enters. Whatever, Momo. I thought you were better than this. No, it's when it enters. So the Doorkeeper gets it. Still got there, though. But I was like, Momo? Momo? You still gotta play Thrill in this matchup, though. I think. Go ahead like this. Control turn of Hellkite, yeah. But I think you still need to throw as insurance against the bringer turns. I fear. The mana's awkward. Maybe. Let's do it. Bookworm bestie. Oof. Like step 1 is like shutting this down because it fixes their hand. Papa yelling. Okay, we're gonna get into this very scary territory now. I have to shut down the... I gotta rip. Get Arden out. There to go. All right, let me get one more win, and then we can move on to the next deck. Then I'm satisfied. Momo. Yay! The friendliest flyer. And like daddy dollars up in here with these styles. In my daddy dollars era. Oh yeah, that's a dead card. As long as Momo lives, we get Dragonhawk next turn. We live our best lives. Hold on. That's a good card, though. I'm gonna set this up. Yes. Glide tuning for a little bit of the World's Co stream here that I did because now I'm a little bit more familiar with all the decks. Yeah, the World's decks are definitely really popular right now, which, you know, it always plays out this way, I feel. People love... I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, if the pros trust the deck enough to bring it to Worlds, then it's gotta have something going for it. Even though... Bend airbending, RIP. Rip bend airbending. Damn, actually. Okay, I think I'm chilling here, y'all. Let's see, though. Yeah, it kills the diversity a little bit, but also, like, things will stabilize, like... Things definitely will stabilize, anyway. For sure. Like, these Kavero decks as well, like, both... The greatest thing is that both the Kavero decks and the Monument decks have one big weakness in common, which is Graveyard Hate. And everybody's either on Monument or Kavero, so... You play some Rips, you play some Leylines, you play some Vacuums, you're gonna be chilling. Just take advantage of everybody just, like, net decking, yeah, I'll do it. You know, they can still crack a map on the Brute Spinner. Can't wait for a new thing that isn't red-blue. Well, we may wanna... Maybe, some time before we get there. Well, I already brought out 2 defeat the meta videos, so I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part trying to get us to some diversity here, but... I'm doing my part. Wonder if I go... I could pick up and replay Dragonhawk. Get the Sarkin trigger. Also hold for pulse activation. Maybe better to go for Maelstrom pulse activation here. Wonder what they put on top. Yeah, it just uses the most mana, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, they're just like gonna hardcast a bunch of shit at this point, I think. They probably put Bitter Triumph on top. That seems like a card I'd keep on top if I was them. Absolutely. Grab another one of these. Oh, I would have really liked playing that out. I'm swinging. I don't think they're ever going to block because you got 2 map tokens. Like, surely you'd be interested in... Or I guess not. Like, surely you'd be interested in trying to make that a 5/5. They don't give a fuck. Oh shit, it's Glarp. What up? Here come that boy. That's funny. Damn, Glarp is about to get burned. Like, Charming Twins could be Scry 2 or, like, make them loose 2. I kind of do want to play Prince out. Well, part of me is also tempted to keep the Doorkeeper's Thrill open, because if they top deck Bringer... How much mana is Bringer? Like... 8? Yeah, they have 8, right? I'm gonna play it safe. I'll flash in Doorkeeper, I think. Yeah, I'll play it safe. You never know. Can always crack the Maelstrom here to find like a Nova Hellkite to kill them. Okay. Looking good, you guys. Looking good. No jinx. Deck just slays. The deck just slays. I don't think we've dropped a single game to Kavero either. Very nice.